One of the patrols that went into one of the villages in Rwanda found the village completely wiped out. When they arrived at the other end of the village, they came upon what is known as a rape site. As rape is now an instrument of war, as I said earlier on, that creates fear in the population, and once there's fear, then you can control it. You can maneuver it and use it as a power base. And so killing, mutilating girls and young women was an instrument of horror. And they came upon one of those sites. And they were mostly all dead, mutilated, raped, and there were a few still barely alive. And so the young officer who had this patrol of 30 soldiers with him had to take a decision. Does he order his soldiers to jump into that ditch and bring a bit of solace and a bit of care to these girls who were dying? He didn't have many medical supplies and much to help them, but at least tried to attempt to save maybe even one. Knowing full well that there was already over 30% of HIV/AIDS in the country before the war started, the bloodletting. So they don't run around with plastic gloves. So there's a high risk of contracting HIV/AIDS if they did it. Or does the lieutenant order his troops not to go into the ditch? It's too risky. Not worth it. They're slaughtering them by the tens of thousands all around us. They're going to die anyways. Let them be. We got other things to do. And so when I found out about that patrol, I asked the commanders of the contingents, because we led troops to the UN, and each group of troops from a country has a contingent commander. And I asked the contingent commanders, 26 of them, I said, what would your lieutenant do? What order would he give? 23 out of the 26 said that their lieutenant would order the troops not to go in. The risk is too high. It's not worth it. You probably won't save them. You might as well keep on going. 3 said they'd do it. Contingent that went in were people from this country. But there was a problem. The contingent that did it was from this country. It was a problem, because when the lieutenant turned around to give the order to the soldiers to go in and bring some solace and assistance, it was too late. Soldiers had individually jumped into the hole, the trenches, and were already helping those girls. What makes us do that? What made them do that? When so many others wouldn't even think of it. Consistently. Police, humanitarians, diplomats, institutions like this, the school, the community, our sense of community, our sense of values, our moral references, that's what takes over. That's what creates this spontaneous reaction. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's in you, it's inculcated in you, and it's going to be asked for more and more. And there is this willingness, because we have enormous capability, if we want to focus it, to actually change these things.